Hi and welcome students. In this video tutorial I'll be going over Microsoft Access 2016 and the correct ways to open objects, open databases, and close databases. Let's get started. So you'll see right here that I have a database open. There's a few ways that I could tell if I have a database open. First off, if I look up at the top middle of my window, you'll notice that it has the database name as well as the file location in which it's stored. Another way that I could tell that I have a database open, although I can't see anything in this object area, I will see on the left side the navigation pane that Access uses. And this pane over here contains all of the different objects that I have within my database. For instance, I have this lab supplies table, and then I also have a query that I was running. So we'll see over here that if I open these two objects, they are split between two separate tabs. So these separate tabs will actually show you what objects are currently open, and you can switch between them just by clicking on them. Now, a lot of people that are new to Access, when they go to close out of one of these objects, they go right up here and they accidentally close out of their entire database. If you click close in the very top right, that's just like any other window on a Windows computer. It's going to close out of the entire thing, including both of the objects and the database. Instead, if I just wanted to close out of an object or multiple objects, I could go right down here where it says close biology lab supplies, and I could click that, and you'll see that that one's now closed. And now I just have the example query open. If I close that, it'll close that one as well. And now I have no objects open. However, I can still tell that I have a database open because of the top area as well as the navigation pane on the left side. If you want more area to work with, you could always close the navigation pane or the shutter bar, and you see right there, you can close and open it back up with those two buttons. One other trick to closing multiple tables, let's say I had like 10 tables open or something and I wanted to close them all at once, I could right click on any of the tabs right up here. Any of the tabs are fine. Right click and go to close all. Okay, and that's going to close everything at once. Now again, that's closing a tab as opposed to closing a database. If I wanted to close the database entirely, I could go right up here to close in the top right window, but one other option is to go to File and then go to Close. Okay, if you do that, you'll see that you remain inside of Access, however, no database is open. You can tell because it doesn't have a file name up at the top, nor does it have a shutter bar or navigation pane on the left side. So why would you want to do this as opposed to just clicking the X in the top right? Well, Access can have one database open at once on this window. So if I go to the File tab and I wanted to open up a new database or a different database, then I could either go to New or Open. Okay, and that's basically another way to go into your files without having to close the program entirely. Finally, you could click right up here in the top right, and that will close your database entirely, and then you'll notice that Access as a full program has now been closed. So hopefully this video has helped you understand the difference between opening and closing objects as opposed to opening and closing a database entirely. So thank you so much for watching this tutorial. If you have any questions, please put it in the comment section and I'll do my best to respond. Thank you so much for watching and have a great rest of your day.